Good morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching Janata Television and this is English Bulletin with me, it's Bhadra. The top stories first. 12 more people die from COVID-19 infection. Kathmandu Valley records 415 new cases in a day. Private company proposes to build a 600-bed temporary hospital, vows to complete the construction in 15 days. Prohibitory order extended in Lalitpur and Bhaktapur. Authorities urge people to stay indoors. Japan's Prime Minister resigns citing health reasons. Longest running Prime Minister to retain his post until his successor resumes office. And English football season kick off with the Community Shield curtain raiser today. Champions Liverpool take on FA Cup winners Arsenal. And now, the news in detail. Nepal has reached a record high of 36,456 COVID-19 cases in the country. Similarly, 12 more deaths due to the infection were confirmed by the Ministry of Health and Population yesterday. With this, the death toll due to the disease has climbed to 195. According to Dr. Jageshwar Gautam, spokesperson at the Ministry of Health and Population, 4 females and 8 males succumbed to the infection yesterday. Among the disease, 2 females have been confirmed as locals of Morang, 1 from Bhaktapur and 1 from Makwanpur. Likewise, the deceased males have been confirmed as the residents of Udaipur, Parsa, Dhanusa, Siraha, Chhapa, Chitwan, Kaski and Rupandehi. 927 new cases of the infection were reported yesterday, out of which 350 cases were reported in Kathmandu alone. Lalitpur and Bhaktapur also recorded 54 and 11 new cases respectively. According to the ministry, 16,019 persons are currently receiving treatment in isolation wards across the country, while 20,242 people have recovered from the disease to return home so far. While the cases of coronavirus continue to rise exponentially in the Kathmandu Valley, BIOMATS private company has proposed to build a 600-bed hospital within 15 days to the government. The company has sent a proposal to the Ministry of Health and Population claiming it can build a 600-bed temporary hospital with 100 ICU beds within 15 days. The company said its decision to propose for a new temporary hospital was the need of the hour, exemplified by the neighbouring countries who are treating coronavirus patients in separate hospitals. Biomatics has proposed the potential sites as Thiruvan University campus area in Kirtipur, Phirkuti Mandap area, Janak Education Material Centre in Sanothemi, National Agricultural Research Centre in Kumaltar, or any place within the Kathmandu Valley with an area of 100 ropenis or more. The company has informed that if the government approves, the hospital will be built in the time. The company informed that it has already brought in operation a coronavirus testing lab, which has the testing capacity of 4,000 samples in a day. The company has also informed that if built, the 600-bed hospital will easily be able to lift the 20% load of coronavirus patients in all private hospitals within the valley. The temporary hospital can be scrapped after coronavirus pandemic is brought under control. With the exponential rise in COVID-19 cases in the districts of Kathmandu, Lalitpur and Bhaktapur districts, the prohibitory order has also been extended. With the extension of the prohibitory order, the police have intensified their checks on street on Friday. Yesterday, 1,221 vehicles were caught disobeying the prohibitory order by the police. According to spokesperson of the Metropolitan Police Division, SSP Sushil Kumar Yadav, action has been taken against a further 410 vehicles in Lalitpur, 2,255 vehicles in Bhaktapur. SSP Yadav informed that all vehicles disobeying the lockdown orders have been placed on hold by the police. SSP of the Metropolitan Traffic Police Division Bhim Prasad Thakal informed that vehicles caught disobeying the lockdown orders are punishable by Infectious Disease Act 2020, which the local administration office can exercise. Some vehicles which have been classified as repeat offenders can also have cases filed against them if they don't follow the prohibitory order. Thakal further informed that more than 1,400 traffic police personnel have been deployed every day to implement the prohibitory order. According to the directive of the District Administration Office, a fine of 100 rupees has been ordered for anyone found not wearing a mask while on streets. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. General Purnachandra Thapa, Chief of Army Staff, has been home quarantined after Army personnel stationed at the COVID-19 Crisis Management Centre Secretariat tested positive for the coronavirus. General Thapa had attended the last meeting of CCMC held on Sunday. Similarly, 3 ministers of the Nepal government, Deputy Prime Minister Ishwar Pokhrel, Minister for Home Affairs Ram Bahadur Thapa and Health Minister Bhanu Bhakta Thakal have also been home quarantined as they had earlier attended the same meeting. The swab samples of all 3 ministers have been sent for PCR test and await result according to sources. Similarly, Nepal's business tycoon Binod Chaudhary has tested positive for COVID-19. The billionaire industrialist took to social media yesterday to make the announcement. He informed his friends and well-wishers through Twitter that the results of his PCR test came positive yesterday morning. He further said that he has no symptoms so far and also urged everyone who came in contact with him to take all possible precautions. He further said that he has isolated himself as per the doctor's advice. Chaudhary, who is also known as a Noodle King for his popular product YY, is the founder of a Chaudhary Group of Industries. And now, the news from economic front. The price of gold has dropped by Rs 700 per 11 grams yesterday. The price of the precious yellow metal is fluctuating in the international market. This is having an effect on the price of gold in Nepal's domestic market as well. According to the Federation of Nepal Gold and Silver Dealers Association, fine gold was traded for Rs 96,900 per 11 grams yesterday. The price of gold was Rs 97,600 on Thursday. Meanwhile, silver was traded for Rs 1,340 per 11 grams. The uncertainty caused by coronavirus had resulted in skyrocketing of gold price in the international market until a few weeks ago. Nepal was not an exception as investors started making heavy investment in gold. However, the price has been declining ever since Russia announced a vaccine for coronavirus some time ago. We'll be taking a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international and sports news. Welcome back, and now the international news. Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe yesterday announced his resignation, citing health reasons. BBC has quoted the 65-year-old Prime Minister as saying that he did not want to obstruct the process of decision-making following his deteriorating health. Shinzo Abe also apologized to the people of Japan for failing to complete his term in office. According to BBC, Prime Minister Abe has suffered from long-term chronic illness known as ulcerative colitis, an inflammatory bowel disease. Abe had complained his condition has worsened recently. Last year, Prime Minister Abe became Japan's longest-serving Prime Minister. His current period in office began in 2012. Prime Minister Abe is likely to serve on his post until a successor is chosen. Meanwhile, tensions have escalated in the Mediterranean as the European Union yesterday warned Turkey of sanctions over territorial crisis. According to Al Jazeera, EU has warned Turkey of fresh sanctions plus the economic measures unless progress is made in reducing soaring tensions with Greece and Cyprus in the eastern Mediterranean. Al Jazeera has quoted EU's top diplomat Josep Borrell, who said the bloc wanted to give a serious chance to dialogue but was steadfast in its support for member states Greece and Cyprus in the crisis, which has raised fears of a military standoff. A dispute over maritime borders and gas drilling rights near the island of Cyprus has reignited the long-running rivalry between Athens and Anarcha, with the two neighbours staging rival naval drills, Al Jazeera reported. The EU's measures meant to limit Turkey's ability to explore for natural gas in contested waters could include individuals' ships or the use of European ports, Borrell added. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Premier League champions Liverpool will take on FA Cup winners Arsenal in the traditional curtain raiser of English football season in the Community Shield today. The traditional season opener at the Wembley Stadium is played between the Premier League champions and FA Cup winners. Liverpool are back in action after just 34 days at the end of the extended league season. The Gunners have had even less time off the FA Cup The Gunners have had even less time off their FA Cup win came just 4 weeks ago. Liverpool ended their 30-year wait for the champions last month, finishing a massive 43 points above FA Cup winners Arsenal. Liverpool will be without captain Jordan Henderson, influential right-back Trent Alexander-Arnold, while Arsenal's goalkeeper Bernd Leno is expected to start their recovering from injury. The Premier League season will, however, begin in 2 weeks' time with Arsenal taking on Fulham and Liverpool taking on newly promoted Leeds. An unnamed Indian player is among at least 10 members of the Chennai Super Kings group to test positive for coronavirus in the UAE, BBC reported. According to ESPN Cricket Info, there is only one player among those who tested positive, with the rest of them comprising support staff members and a few net bowlers. One of those positive is the wife of a senior Super Kings official, though the official himself has tested negative. The infected persons are understood to have been moved to a different hotel from the team hotel and are being monitored by medical professionals behind closed doors. As a result, the Chennai Super Kings have been forced to postpone the start of their training in Dubai to September 1, according to the IPL's standing operating procedures. All those who tested positive will not need to undergo at least 2 weeks of further quarantine and clear 2 more tests before they can rejoin the group. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. 12 more people die from COVID-19 infection. Kathmandu Valley records 415 new cases in a day. Private company proposes to build a 600-bed temporary hospital, vows to complete the construction in 15 days. Prohibitory order extended in Lolipur and Bhaktapur. Authorities urge people to stay indoors. Japan's Prime Minister resigns citing health reasons. Longest-running Prime Minister to retain his post until his successor resumes office. And English football season kick off with the Community Shield curtain raiser today. Champions Liverpool take on FA Cup winners Arsenal. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website at JanataSamachar.com. We urge all our viewers to follow hygienic practices to keep safe from any infection. Keep washing your hands, keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.